Now everybody has the most popular jig head out there is just a standard ball head jig. You know, well here at One Standard, we took the ball head jig and revamped it, what we're gonna call a bait head. You know, this thing has really kind of evolved with several of us guys taking it and making it more of a high-speed head than just your traditional ball. The way we did that is made it a little bit tapered. You can see here, it's got more of a bullet style head. That's gonna allow us to have a bigger eye in it. It's got a premium black nickel sickle style hook in it. And one thing we did is took the keeper system here and actually made it longer to where you're gonna get more of your minnow 1 up on there to where it's gonna have more of a bite back in the bait. We felt like that was too short on a lot of heads to where it pulled out of the bait instantly. Just something that we took, made a variety of different colors, something for everybody, and just revamped it to where we feel like it keels really good, it casts great, it looks great, and then it allows it to just have a better hookup ratio because it's not as fat like a standard ball head jig when it comes to a crappie's mouth. So here we have the bait head rigged up with the minnow 1. You can see there it really has a lifelike approach. With those two paired together, it really keels good. It's got a lot of lifelike action. You can see there with the tail, but it just really blends those two together. And what I like to do is throw it on a little bit different setup. Now this is another Denali Prime Series rod that they've revamped for the whole system. But you can see here, I don't have the Assagai braid on here from Sunline. I have the All Might braid. This is a sinking braid. So when I'm throwing a bait head, I like to have that out there just a little bit deeper and stuff. I'm gonna let it fall a little bit more, probably fishing a little bit deeper. This braid here from Sunline is gonna allow you to have the braid that sinks with the fall rate of the jig, and it's just a system to where it allows you to get down there a little faster. You have less bow in your line, and then maybe it's a windy day. But the sinking braid from Sunline, this is the All Might, just allows you to capitalize on the fact it's fishing a little bit deeper for those crappie.
Let's join Jeremy on the water over some brush piles and see the bait head in action.
We've got our brush pile here just like 20 foot in front of us, and one thing I've really noticed is if you try to just throw it 20 foot to the pile and let it fall straight down on these fish, I think pressure and just everybody using a Garmin live scope anymore has kind of educated these fish. So what I kind of like to do is make sure I get at least 4 or 5 foot past them. Try to bring it to them more of a natural approach. And it seems like they're a lot more conducive to come out there and meet it part of the way and everything like that than they are whenever it just comes up there and falls on their head. Our target area is like 15 foot, but you can see my bait going down there at like 24. But it seems like if you bring it a lot better. Now there's a nice one right there. This is the minnow 1 from One Standard. You can see there, I mean, that's eating it right there, you know. The better off that you are with the way that that fish eats the bait, the more convincing it is to me that he really liked it. You know, when you got to dig it out of there, you know, that's a good sign. But you can see here that the bait itself, it's got a minnow profile, but we put a lot of emphasis on tail action, and then it's got a vertical tail, you know, more like an actual fish rather than a horizontal tail that maybe a lot of companies use. You know, it just seems like to me we've got a lot of action and it's a little different, and definitely trick that one. Hey, there we go. There's a nice one to get the thing started, you know, and just go ahead and, you know, there's nothing better eating than a nice crappie, and that one's gonna be a good one for the fish fry. All right, let's see if we can come in here horizontally here and see if we can trick another one. There's several of them on this pile, but they're definitely a little bit educated, you know, but they're again bringing that in there sideways, more horizontal. Just seems like it's getting a better bite. This is a nice crappie anywhere in the country. Just a nice 10-inch little female crappie. She's fat, just a great specimen. One Standard's wanting to make a situational package, so to speak, to where you can catch crappie like this all year through a program of a half a dozen different style baits with different components in order to kind of have a complete system that's gonna be able to work for you all year long and catch crappie like that one.